uniting, how, you know what I mean, we need to unite as a nation, because these other nations, they not going to accept us, you understand? They not going to, you know what I mean, want anything good for us. They coming against us, you know, just like I said, all throughout the Bible. So this class is going to be how it's important for us as the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to unite. You know what I mean? So give me 1 second. We're going to go ahead and get started. Let's see here. Give me 1 second. Just trying to get everything situated real quick. We're going to go ahead and start. All right, y'all Bashim y'all Shah Brakatah to all the brothers. Y'all Shamar without Bashim y'all Shah to all the sisters. Are you there, Brother Quinn? We're going to go ahead and get started.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to start off on Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 7. You can pull that for me. Give me 1 second, I'm going to pull that too. That'll be Deuteronomy 32, verse 7. We're going to start off, we just had the Feast of Purim. So you understand, we have our own holy days that we have to celebrate, our own feast days that we celebrate. You understand that we need to remember these feast days. We need to keep celebrating these feast days and not celebrating the holidays as, you know, the white man, all these other people in this world celebrate. You understand? Because celebrating those is only going to destroy us. You understand? It's remembering the days of old, remembering, you know what I mean, our culture, our heritage from the Bible, and that's what's going to get us up out of this conditions. You got that for me? All right, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. And, all right, so Salaki, I'm gonna you know, just for the sake of the time, whatever, I'm gonna go ahead and read. You know, I mean, this is to why I'll just go ahead and read it. You understand, making sure it's, you know, clear and everything. So if you got any questions or comments, you know, just take your phone off mute, and then you ask the question, and we go ahead and get you in here. You understand? So I'm gonna go ahead and read it for us. If you just follow along, and we go ahead and get this class done. It's Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 7. It says, remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations. You understand? That means always remember the days of old. You understand? Don't forget, like they tell you to forget slavery and forget all the things that happened to us, but then they'll tell you to remember September 11th every year. You understand? We're not supposed to forget the things that happened to us. And so we're supposed to always remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations. You understand? Because that's how we end up learning from what we did in the past. You understand? To being able to make sure we don't commit those same mistakes again. It says, ask thy father, and he shall show thee, thy elders, and they will tell thee. You understand? Being we're supposed to ask our fathers because they're the ones that, you know what I mean, some of our fathers, our great grandfathers, our grandfathers, they're the ones that actually witnessed some of the, you know, slavery or, you know what I mean, the segregation where the white people was, you know what I mean, the white man was going ahead and, you know what I mean, spraying us with water hose, sicking dogs on us. You understand? They know this. So that's what you're supposed to tell them. You're supposed to ask them. So they'll tell you how it was so you can remember, you know what I mean, who your enemy is. This is the point of remembering the days of old to make sure you don't fall for the same mistakes that you've been doing, and you remember that Yahweh Shem Yah Shah Brakatah, who just chimed in? All right, no sweat. Just put your phone on mute. And if you got any questions or comments, just go ahead and take it off and say Salaki, and we go ahead and get you in here, all right? All right, so yeah, I'm saying we at Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 7 right now. So it says, you know, ask, remember the days of old, you understand? Ask thy father, and he shall show thee. You understand? Ask thy elders, and they shall tell thee. Meaning that we always supposed to remember what we went through, you understand, where we came from. It's like, even if you think of it from this world, you understand? Like, say if you were to come up, you know what I mean, you get some money, a lot of the times our people want to forget where they came from. You understand? They want to become brand new, forget the people, forget the hood that they came from. Then, you know what I mean? Even like that, you're supposed to always remember where you come from. You understand? Don't forget where you came from and what position you was and how your people was in that same position. You understand? You'll never want to get the mindset of thinking that you're bigger for people. Even when you come into the truth, you understand? You come to the truth, you take these classes. Yeah, you are, you know what I mean, better than the people that's out in the world. But you don't want to forget that at one point in time you was in the world. You understand? At one point in time you was doing the same things that they doing. You understand? And by you doing the same things that they doing, you're supposed to remember that so you can go ahead and help them so they can stop doing the things that they were doing and become new, become in its truth and become changed. You understand? That's why you never want to forget that and look down upon people. And that's why I'm saying right here, like, remember the days of old. That's why they try so hard to make us forget slavery. You understand? Make us forget all the things that they put us through. Even now, you know what I mean? They try to make you forget everything that they put us through because they know if you remember this, you'll understand who your enemy is. You'll understand who you can trust and who you can't. But if you forget it, then you're liable to fall for the same, you know what I mean, mistakes that you fell for before. You understand? So that's why it's saying right here in Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 7. Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee. Thy elders, and they will tell thee. Meaning, you know what I mean? Ask them. They the ones that's gonna know. You understand what happened? They have that's a primary source. They would say that'll be a primary source to understand the events that took place against our people and show you how these people hate us. You understand? And that's why we remember our feast days. You understand? We just got done. We had the closing out of the Feast of Purim. Instead, we're supposed to remember these feast days. You understand? Not the holidays, because that's what the white man, made up. That's his garbage. You understand? That's doing nothing but destroying us, celebrating these holidays. So we're supposed to remember the feast days and celebrate the feast days. You understand? With that, we're gonna go to the next verse. It'll be Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Flip to Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Give me 1 second. I'm going to flip to that. Isaiah 30 and 1. This is going to show you how, like, a lot of us in this world, we like to, trust in America. You trust that the government going to do right by you. You know what I mean? For some reason, it's 2019. I don't understand how you could trust the government anymore, especially with Donald Trump in office. But, there's a lot of our people that still think that, oh, I'm in America, I'm in the greatest nation. You understand? Especially like military people, they think that, no harm can come to them. If you white, then that's what you're supposed to think. You know what I mean? To each his own. But if you are a black, Hispanic, and Native American, you should know by now that America is not for you. You understand? But we got a lot of people that want to join their hands into the white man, love the white man, to think that because they can say that they American. You ask them what's their nationality, they don't even say African American, even though they're not. They just say they straight American. You understand? They try to think that they joined in with the nation and the nation care about them. You understand? They take a covering that's not of the Most High. That's what we're about to read here in Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. And it says in Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me. You understand? Anybody know what counsel means? That word counsel, what does that mean? Anybody want to take a shot at what that word counsel means? I'm watching online as well, so if y'all got a question or comment, just type it in. Yeah, go ahead. Chicken. You said what? It means to be chick. Counsel, well, nah. Counsel in itself won't necessarily mean to be, checked or anything like that. Counsel is like, a meeting. You understand? They come together and they consult together with each other. That's what that means. You understand? That's what it's saying right here when it says they take counsel, but not of me. Meaning that they thinking about, what's going to protect them, but they're not thinking about the Most High. You understand? That's what it's saying right here. So they take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Meaning that they're covering with a covering. You know what I mean? So if you put a cover over you trying to protect yourself. You understand? Like, say if you cold, you'll put a cover over you to make you warm. You understand? You put a cover over there to protect yourself. That's what a covering would be for. So these people, these rebellious children, is covering with a covering, but not of the spirit of the Most High. You understand? They covering with a spirit of United States of America. You understand? They covering with the spirit of the white man. They thinking that because they're American, you know what I mean, they gonna be saved. And that's what you're not supposed to do. That's why I say to add sin upon sin, because not only are you trusting these other nations rather than trusting in the Most High, you also hate your people, because to take a covering of America is to hate your people, because America built this whole land and still to this day built it off of hating the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You understand? So when you join yourself to America, you understand, you join yourself to a white man, you think that, you know what I mean, you all good and gravy because you with the white man. You taking a covering of the United States. You thinking that you're gonna be like, for instance, you'll talk about the World War III to a black, Hispanic, and Native American, and they'll just think, okay, well, we just gonna, you know what I mean, crap on everybody. We're gonna be undefeated, victorious. You understand? Because they trusted in the United States of America. They trusted in this country. You understand? They're taking a covering of this country. There's a lot of people that are, you know what I mean, marry a white person just to, you know what I'm saying, feel accepted, to feel like they more protected because they were a white person. Like they won't be with their own people because they hate their people. You understand? But they'll go ahead and get with a white person, or you know what I mean, somebody's other nation, thinking that because they with them now they gonna be looked at different. You understand? Now they can say, well, my husband white or my wife white, so you understand, now you should look at me different. Other than, you know what I mean, a regular black, Hispanic, and Native American out here. That's taking a covering of this country. You understand? If you taking a covering of this country, you really gonna be destroyed when this country be destroyed. You understand? I'm gonna get into that later. I'm gonna show you. You know what I mean, that's why I say in Revelations, we're gonna get in Revelation where it say, "Come out of her, my people." You understand? It's saying, "Come out of her," because you understand we supposed to take our spirit away from this place. You understand? This place is not for us. This place is not built to help us. You understand? It's built to destroy us. You understand? That's what the white man wants to do. So when you know what I mean, these people right here is rebellious children. They going against the Most High. You understand? They going against their people. They hate their people. You understand? A lot of times you'll talk to them, and they'll be with a white person or this, that, and the third. You say you hate your people. That's why you with them. They won't think so in their mind. You know, in their mind, they thinking that, you know what I mean, they just try to get a better life. But really, you do that because you actually hate your people. You understand? That's why it's so beautiful when you see a black family together and strong, because you understand that's the most beautiful thing in the world. You understand? These other nations is not gonna ever care for us. You said Kevin said pledging allegiance to the flag for 300 days out of the year for 13 years make it hard for our people to come. Yeah, you're right. You understand? When you pledging allegiance, you go up. You understand? For the pledging allegiance, that's one of the things that they try to put on our children. You know what I mean? They make us pledge allegiance. You understand? Because that builds that spirit of love in America. You understand? That puts your spirit into, okay, I love this flag and I'm gonna die for this flag. You understand? And that's exactly correct. You understand? But that's what we can't do because, you know what I mean, even when you go to the military, I don't understand how you can be a black, Hispanic, and Native American in the military, right? And then as soon as you come home, you're treated like a slave. You understand? They treat you like you worth a piece of garbage, but yet you put your life on the line for them. You understand? That's why we can't be participating in none of this. Like, let the white man battle his own battles. Those are his battles. You understand? That's the war that he got. That's the war that, you know what I mean, he made. You understand? We can't be participating in that. We got to pull ourselves up out of this nation because they're not going to ever show us no love. And we in the worst state that we could be in, right? Like, our people strung out on drugs. You know what I mean? We homeless. We make trying to make ends meet, and the white man still not satisfied with that. You understand? He still want to kill us. You understand? It's not enough that we on the bottom and we not a threat. You understand? But he want us to, he want us to kill us. He want to kill us. You understand? So that's why we can't be taking this covering of a covering that's not of the Most High. Because when you take the covering of the Most High, you take the covering of the Spirit of the Lord, you understand, you are protected. You understand? You don't have to worry about anything coming against you or anything like that. Because first and foremost, you protected of the Most High in Christ. Second and foremost, you have this brotherhood in I.S.U.P.K, the sisterhood in I.S.U.P.K that's going to always have your back. You understand? So that's why you got to take the Spirit of the Lord. You can take that covering. Like, why would you trust in this nation and think that, you know what I mean, if something happened, this nation going to care about you? You understand? They're going to make sure you provided for or make sure you're okay when they don't even do that now. You understand? Say if something would have happened drastically, now we at war, you know what I mean, the country all in the uproar. You think that they're just going to be thinking about you? No, they got these bunkers, these presidents, all these white people, these rich white people got bunkers for themselves. These bunkers ain't for us. You understand? That's why you can't take this covering of the United States because they don't give a damn about us. You understand? So, you know what I mean? With that, we're going to go into the next verse, which is Deuteronomy 23:6. You understand? Which, you know what I mean? We can't, like, I know it's hard. You know what I mean? You might look at the white man, you might see the things he got, and, you know what I mean? If you meet, personally for me, it do make me jealous. You understand? I do get jealous. You know what I mean? But I know that what I got laid up for serving this truth is way better than anything that these white people can even, you know what I mean, come up with. So you know what I'm saying? We gotta have that mindset of regardless of, you know what I mean, what they got, we can't be asking for peace for them. We can't be, you know what I mean, seeking their peace, seeking their prosperity, their riches, you know what I mean? Let them enjoy their kingdom because you understand when Christ come back, their kingdom gonna be destroyed and we gonna get our kingdom. You understand? We gonna get what we deserve. Go ahead.
If I could, back to what you were saying about, living your, not living, not trying to live the white man and not living your people, that also plays a part in not living yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like you not feeling like you feel like you gotta be successful in the white man phase in order for you to even appreciate your own welfare. You gonna appreciate your own life, you get what I'm saying?
Right, yeah, and that's exactly correct. You understand? Because most of the people who be giving their love to these other people. Oh, you not done? Go ahead. Go ahead, Salaki.
Oh yeah. I was just gonna say in the birthday cover that I don't know if it cover like hate living yourself, but that does cover what you were saying at First John 4:20 when you say whoever claim to love God yet hate a brother or sister in life.
Right. So yeah, and that's exactly correct because most of the time when these people, you know what I mean, they loving these other nations and they caring about these other nations, 9 times out of 10, these same people, like you said, they do hate themselves. You understand? Because I know multiple occasions to where, you know what I mean, you got a black Hispanic or Native American with a white person. And it's not necessarily the black people, I won't say, because, you know what I mean, it ain't no way around it. We black. We understand that. But, you know what I mean, when it comes to Hispanic people, they'll be like as dark as, you know what I mean, me, you know what I mean, you on the phone. They'll be dark as us. You know what I mean? You'll be dark as a Negro. You know what I mean? But then you'll say like when somebody say you black, you'll be like, oh, I ain't black. You understand? Oh no, don't call me black. You darker than me. You know what I mean? But for some reason you get called black and you just like, oh, I'm not black and this, that, and third. You want to think that you white for some reason when nowhere in your skin do it show you white. It show you that you're the same complexion as me, if not darker. You understand? But because you think you're Hispanic, you can separate away from black people like you're not black. You know what I mean? And that comes from hating yourself. You know what I mean? That does happen. That's how that happens a lot to where, you know what I mean, our Hispanic brothers, the northern tribe, they'll end up trying to separate themselves from black people, even though they get treated the same way we get treated. They go through the same problems that we go through. They gonna think that they can separate themselves, you understand, because that shows that they actually hate themselves. You know what I mean? That's what they trying to take a covering of the white man. So that's exactly right when you say that. You understand? That is exactly correct when you say that. We're going to go with Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 6. I believe that's where we are here. Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 6. And it say, thou shalt not seek their peace, nor their prosperity all thy days forever. Meaning we should not seek the peace of the white man. You understand? That's why I say in the Bible, when you ask for peace, there will be no peace. You understand? The white man will never give you peace. You understand? Why would you seek peace for people that have a perpetual hatred towards you? You understand? These white men, these white devils, they hate you. You understand? They cannot stand, like they want to be like you so much. You understand? They do all the things to try to, you know what I mean, make themselves look like a black, Hispanic, and Native American. You understand? They'll take your style. They'll, you know what I mean? They'll rock you. They'll listen to your music. You understand? They'll do all these things to try to be like you. But yet, for some reason, they hate us. Is that like they love everything that we are about, what we look like, and what we stand for, but they hate us. You understand? And that's why you should never seek thy peace. You know what I mean? That's what it say right here. And thy prosperity. Don't ever seek the white man prosperity because, first of all, if you get the prosperity, you can see like what? Like your boy Floyd Mayweather. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was a Floyd Mayweather fan, man. You know what I mean? He was one of my favorite boxers. Every time he fought somebody, you know what I mean, they always would try to, you know what I mean, count him down. And I was the black dude that was like, you know what I mean? When I see other black people go against Floyd, I'm like, bro, why you going against the, you know what I mean, the nigga? You know what I'm saying? Well, you want Conor McGregor to win and this, that, and the third? Come to find out, you understand? He don't give a damn about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You understand? We do a little boycott on Gucci, and you know your boy Floyd go and spend as much money as he can on Gucci, showing that riches will cover your eyes, man. Riches will deceive you because you got all this money. You understand? You think that you better than the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You trying to disassociate yourself with your people. Like, oh, I'm not them. You understand that? And that's what money would do. That's why you don't seek their prosperity. Because even when you got it, it'll take you away from loving your people. You understand? You'll start to love this kingdom because this is the kingdom that you got money in. You understand? You'll start to do the things that the white man wants you to do because you know that that's how you're going to keep your money. You understand? So that's why I'm saying we shouldn't seek their prosperity nor their peace. You understand? Let the white man live his life. Now you can do business with him. You understand? We living in his kingdom, so you got to do business with the white man. You understand? Do what you got to do, but at the end of the day, don't seek his peace, man. Don't be looking for a white man, or even not even just a white man. All these other nations to love you because they love their people, man. They stick with their own. You understand? And we're gonna get into that even more because even the animals stick with their own. But these white men, they stick with their people. The Chinese people, they come over here. They put a Chinese spot in your hood. They'll take the money and they sending that money back to their families in China, man. Like all these other nations know to stick together, but for some reason, since they taught us to love everybody, like we don't know to stick with our own. You understand? Like a lot of times they'll try to say I.S.U.P.K is racist. Well, you know what? We are racist. You understand? And all races mean is just to prefer your people over the other people. Yes, I do prefer blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans over all these other nations. You understand? Y'all prefer y'all people over me, so why is it not right for me to prefer my people over y'all? You understand? That's what they'll try to beat. Oh, we're racist, this, that, and the third. I.S.U.P.K, we don't commit violence, man. We don't go out here and hurt people, but we do love blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans more than we love anybody on this face of earth. And rather, we only love blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. If you want to get more personal with it, you want to get more technical with it. You understand? So this is something that we need to know. We need to learn to love each other, man, because we're the only ones that's going to be there for each other. We're the only ones that know the problems that we go through. Like you can't expect a white man or any other nations to have any type of sympathy for you if they don't know how you feel. They don't know where you're coming from. You understand? They're not going to ever have no type of sympathy, no type of anything for you. They're not going to give a damn about you because they don't even know what it's like to be you, to walk in your shoes. What's the saying is? You know what I mean? Like, what, you couldn't walk a mile in my shoes, or you know what I mean? Try to walk in my shoes. That's exactly the same when it comes to these other nations. They don't know what it's like to be a black, Hispanic, and Native American. So how you expect them to care about it, especially when they in their shoes, when they nation, they get treated greatly. Instead, they got white privilege, or you know what I mean? We supposed to be at war with the Arabs, but yeah, every time I go into a corner store, a Shell, a Chevron, it's an Arab damn running the damn gas station because it is really meant for to hate blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. That's what it's for, and that's what it's saying right here. Thou shalt not seek their peace, nor their prosperity all thy days forever. We're gonna go into verse 7 because a lot of people like to use this verse 7 and they don't understand what this verse 7 means. You understand? It says, verse 7, Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 7, thou shalt not abhor an Edomite, for he is thy brother. Now, anybody know what abhor means? Anybody want to take a shot at what the word abhor means? Yeah, exactly. Abhor means to hate. You understand? It's saying that you should not hate your brother or hate an Edomite because he is thy brother. Thou shalt not abhor, you should not hate an Egyptian because thou was a stranger in his land. Now, anybody want to take a shot of what this means? Because you can look at this and you can be like, okay, well, I.S.U.P.K hate white people, but it says right here that you're not supposed to. Go ahead. Right, that's exactly what that means. You understand? Because when it comes to the word hate, hate is actually an action. You understand? Like when it comes to the white man, he hates us. But what does he do because he hates us? He kill us, right? You know, so he found ways to come against us and destroy us as a people. He actually inflict violence on us. You know what I mean? He's looking for the moment to pull you over, get you out your car, and shoot you. You know what I mean? Kill you. We don't do that. We don't go and you know what I mean, pick up guns and shoot the white man. We don't do that. You understand? That's not for us to do. But you can hate the white man, man. And hating the white man is pulling your spirit out of this country. You understand? Pulling your spirit out of this kingdom. You understand? Separating yourself from these people. That's you showing your hate. You understand? Yeah, we do hate the white man, but we don't commit violence. So you can hate a white person. And you hating a white person is just showing love for your people. You understand? Pulling your spirit out of this nation. And that's what it's saying right there. It's not saying, you know what I mean, oh, you gotta love the white man. Like a Christian will use this verse and be like, well, look, you gotta love the white man. It say right here that, you know what I mean, don't hate the white man, this, that, and the third. Nah, man, this is saying that don't commit violence against them. But you don't got to show your hatred by violence. You can show your hatred by pulling your spirit out of this nation. You understand? Not accepting the white man, not being friends with the white man, not seeking their peace, not seeking their prosperity. You understand? But loving your own people. That's one thing that we need to work on. Like it's in the ISUPK. You're gonna see in ISUPK, but us as a whole, our people, you understand, the ones that still in the world, we need to learn on loving ourselves. You understand? Loving our people. Because we can never think that we're gonna be taken seriously if we don't love one another. Like a nation will look at how we treat each other, and if we treat each other like that, what makes that nation or the white man think that he gonna, you know what I mean, have to treat us any better? Or you know what I mean? No, he gonna look at us and laugh at us, man. You can't take a nation serious if they not even together. You understand? They have to be together. Once they come together and they start to love each other, like for instance, during the time of the Black Wall Street, you understand, when we had set up the Black Wall Street in the popular towns that we had, when we was during that time, like right after slavery, when they had the what is it, Emancipation Proclamation, whatever. Right after that, we had great cities, man. We had black cities, the Black Wall Street, where we had our own hospitals. You understand? We had our own schools. We had all this, and that's when they took us serious, and they understood that no, that's not good for them. You understand? The white man knew, you know what? Them being unified, them being together, is not good for us. We will lose when they're unified. You understand? So that's why he came and bombed it. And you know what I mean? Martin Luther King came along and taught integration, and then we got with the white man. We joined the white man. And since integration, what did we gain from integration? Instead, they'll say, oh, you was able to vote now and this, that, and the third. But if we able to vote, right, and vote matter, how the hell Donald Trump, I know the majority of these black niggas did not vote for Donald Trump. So how is Donald Trump our president if our vote matters? And then they'll try to tell you, they'll try to guilt you and be like, well, it's because you didn't vote. Your 1, 2, 40 votes is the reason why Donald Trump won. Like, that just sounds ignorant, man. That sounds like when somebody tell me, oh, it's because you didn't vote. That's why Donald Trump the president. You know what I mean? I just want a backhand slap. I'm gonna be real. I want a backhand slap. But now I don't. You understand? But I'm thinking like, bro, that sounds so ignorant to just sit here and say it's because what it does essentially is it keeps blaming. It develops hatred between the blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Americans. Now you hating me, you looking at me some type of way because you think I didn't vote when voting don't matter. You understand? Like we not according to the Bible, we're not even supposed to vote. You understand? That's a whole other class in itself. We're not even supposed to vote, but it keeps a hatred in us, in blacks, Hispanics, and American and Native Americans to be you know what I mean, be separated and not be together and unified like we should be because now I didn't vote and you think, you know what I mean, because of my vote, Donald Trump is the president. Rather than blaming the white man for voting Donald Trump in the office, you want to blame the black man for not voting him in the office. Like you know, you see how the hatred on our people is so serious. Instead, how we need to come together. The hatred on our people is something real, man. You understand? Like we need to come together and we need to be a people, and that's the way that they'll be able to take us serious once we be unified rather than hating each other. You understand? Showing each other with disrespect. And like I said, the only reason why we do that is because we seeking peace from the white man. We seeking the riches for the white man. We looking to please the white man. You understand? We looking to be accepted by the white man when he will never accept you, no matter how great, how much money you got, how good of an athlete you are. You understand? The white man will never love you. You understand? Like the white man will always use you as a tool to keep destroying blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and that's the most you can do for the white man. It's just be used to destroy the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. This is all, you know what I mean? It's just like, you know, 21 Savage, if I may, real quick. You know what I mean? When 21 Savage was out here talking about killing and stealing and, you know what I mean? Just talking about violence and drugs on the black people, he was good and handy. The minute he start trying to do stuff for his community, you know what I mean, donate money for schools and be, you know what I mean, be positive, start to invest. All of a sudden, now he's from UK and he's his visa has expired since he was 7 years old, and you know what I mean. You see how the white man works, man. It's like he wants you to destroy your people. You destroying your people, you good. You get a pass. He don't care. Just keep destroying your people. But the minute you try to lift your people up, he find any way that he can to come up against you and destroy you and take everything you know to you understand, make your reputation bad to where now people don't care about you because you got a bad reputation. That's the white man for you, man. You understand? And there's no peace with this white man. So that's why we can't try to give our love to this white man when he gonna keep trying to find ways to destroy us. You understand? With that, we're gonna go to the next verse. We'll be in probably it's a precept to this verse. You can write it in your books. It's a precept to the verse that we just went into. It's Proverbs 3:31. Proverbs 3:31. That'll be a precept to not seeking the white man riches, man, not caring about the white man's peace. You understand? Not caring about being accepted by him. You understand? Because that's just going to destroy us. You trying to get accepted by someone who ain't gonna never accept you. Just accept Salakia, just accept your people. You understand? You accept your people, we accept each other, then we'll be all right no matter what we go through. Because we always have each other. We know where we came from. We know to help each other. You understand? There's enough, like with all the black rich people and all the black riches. I believe they said that if you put all the black people income together, they'll be like the eighth richest country on the world. You understand? We'll be like the eighth richest country. We put all our money together. But yet, you understand, we look at each other as enemies and we try to love the white man. So we, you know what I mean, we'll give the white man all our money, but we won't go ahead and, you know what I mean, invest and do business with each other. You understand? Like, I don't know how many times I say this, but there will always be, you know what I mean, like a white man will sell a hot dog for $5 and you'll buy it. But then a black man sell the same hot dog for $5 and you trying to talk him down on his price. But shit, I ain't buying it unless it's $1, $2. You know what I mean? It ain't like it's not like it's the same exact thing, but for some reason because he black, Hispanic, and Native American, it ain't worth as much. You understand? That's what we need to stop doing. We need to stop giving this white man all this praise as if he just something great. You understand? When really he just trying to destroy us. He's the worst, wickedest man that ever walked the face of the earth. You understand? Shalom Yahbashim Yahshua Barakatah, Chupaka, see you and checking in from Alabama. We are going to go to Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31. Give me 1 second, I'll pull this real quick. This is going to be a precept, so you can write in your book, it'll be a precept to the verse that we just went over in Deuteronomy 23:6. And it's Proverbs 3:31. It says, envy not thou oppressor, and choose none of his ways. You understand? Envy not thou oppressor, man. The white man, somebody said something? Oh, sorry, no sweat. It says, envy not thou oppressor, and choose none of his ways. You understand? Our oppressor is the white man. You understand? All these other nations is oppressing us. We're not supposed to envy them. You understand? Just because, you know what I mean, they got this and they got, you know what I mean, whatever they got, you're not supposed to envy that. You understand? Because they're destroying our people to get it. You understand? They know that the only way that they can keep what they got is to keep destroying our people. You understand? Like, just like Commander General Yahanna said yesterday during the Feast of Purim, like these other nations is looking at us and they seeing that we have the knowledge of this Bible and they're like, how the hell did y'all have this knowledge of the Bible? Like all the scriptures that they couldn't figure out. They're like, how the hell did y'all have the knowledge of this Bible? How did y'all figure that out from being from the ghettos? You understand? And that comes from not envying the oppressor. You understand? Like we have a spirit on us to wake us up to destroy this kingdom. You understand? And they know that once we learn this knowledge, that it's over. Their kingdom is a wrap. You understand? Christ is going to come back and destroy them. So they know that the only way they can keep their kingdom is to keep us destroyed, man. To keep us suffering from a lack of knowledge. To keep us thinking that we African American, we American, Egyptian, You understand? All this nonsense, you understand, putting us in Christianity. That's why they pay your Christian pastors to teach you lies. You understand? They know that as long as I can get these people to not follow their law, not follow their God, I can keep what I have. They know this. You understand? Like this is nothing new. We're the ones that's just finding out that we are actually the people of this Bible. But these other nations been through this. You understand? That's why they know to keep what they got is to keep us asleep. You understand? Keep us not aware, not knowing who we are. And that's what they're gonna do. So when you seek their peace, they know that why would I give you peace and try to lift you up to be an equal when I know that once that happens, you realize who you are, you actually gonna be a greater than me. They know that we're supposed to be greater than them. You understand? Like we the best, we the salt of the earth, man. We the best at everything. We the best at inventions, science, sports, knowledge. Like we better than the white man in every aspect. There's nothing that the white man is better than us at. You understand? Except for what? Building guns, because that's what he came up with. Other than that, we are better than the white man at everything. You understand? And he knows this. So he will never be on an equal playing field in us, because if you're on an equal playing field, then we gonna just rise above you. You understand? So they know to keep destroying us. And it says, envy not thou oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Meaning, when it says to choose none of his ways, that means don't do what he do. You understand? He's celebrating birthdays, Christmas, all these holidays. Don't celebrate them, man. We on the feast of Purim right now, man. You celebrate. You have your separate holy days, your separate feast days that the Most High, that the Lord gave you. This is what we're supposed to be celebrating. You understand? This is what we're supposed to be coming together and doing. Not celebrating Halloween and all these other wicked holidays that the white man gave us. You understand? That's not what we're supposed to be doing. We're not supposed to choose none of his ways, man. The white man is a homosexual. You understand? But y'all about Shimmy out, y'all bracket those just chimed in.
Jamal, right.
All right, Jamal. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and mark this. Be your first class, Jamal.
Yeah, first class, Bob. First class.
All right, no sweat. Most sign Christ for that. I'm gonna go ahead and mark you down. If I may, you know what I mean, after the class, you can just stay on the line once it's dismissed, so I can go ahead and get your number, so we can go ahead and keep in touch if you don't mind. All right.
Okay.
All right, no sweat. Just put your phone on mute. If you got any questions or comments on the topic, just take it off, say Salakia, and then we'll go ahead and get you in here. All right.
Okay, appreciate that, man.
All right, no sweat. Most High Christ. But we have right now we have Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31. You understand? And it says, "Envy not thou oppressor." Man, don't envy the white man. You understand? Yeah. I mean, like me personally, I probably said this before. Me personally, I like cars. You know what I mean? I like driving fast. I know I like cars. You understand? So when I see a Lamborghini and this, that, and the third, you know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? I'll be like, damn, man, I should be driving that. Really, you understand? That should be my car. But you know what I mean? I don't envy him because he have it. You understand? Like I might get a little jealous. You understand? But that's just because my people is oppressed. You understand? I know that my people is the ones that actually should be, you know what I mean, living like that. My people should be the ones that's the rulers over this earth. But for some reason, this stinking, you know what I mean, this stinking, dirty white man is ruling over us. You understand? So you know what I mean. You might get judged, but you're not supposed to envy it to the point to where you know what I mean. You trying to seek love for him. You want to change the way you live, or you want to start hating your people, acting like him, so you can come up. You understand? So he can look at you with some favor, or look at you as if you better than other people. You understand? When really he'll never look at you that way. He'll always hate you. You understand? Choose none of his ways, man. Don't choose what the white man do. Like the white man, whatever the white man do for himself, don't choose that way, because choosing his ways is only going to destroy us. First of all, it's worshiping his gods. You understand? If you worshiping somebody else's God, how can you expect to be a first class citizen? Like if you worshiping somebody gods, you're gonna always come second or last. You understand? You worshiping somebody else's God. It's a nigga God in the Bible, man. You understand? We can go. We're not gonna go to it, but Daniel chapter 7 verse 9 it describes Christ being a nigga, man. It describes not Christ. It describes the Most High being a nigga. It's verses in here that shows the angels are black. You understand? Christ is black. Like, why would we want to worship this? You understand? Rather than worshiping the white man holidays, whatever he do. Oh, you know what I mean? Whatever the nasty, stinking, vile things that he do. You understand? Because even if you do, you always gonna be second class rather than being first class. And then so it's like, you know what I mean? Don't choose none of the white man ways, man. Don't do what the white man do. You understand? Like, if you got a white friend, he ain't really your friend, man. Like, he only your friend to say he got black friends when he calls somebody a nigga on, you know what I mean, on social media, because that's what you're gonna do. You ain't gonna do it in nobody's face. But you just there to just say, "Oh, I'm not racist. I got a black friend." You mean, you understand? The white man, don't care about you, man. Like from birth, I'm paraphrasing. It says from birth, they are wicked. You understand? Like when they come out the womb, the white man come out the womb, they are wicked from birth. You understand? Like the one, the white man is never gonna be for you. You understand? Even the animal, we're gonna get a verse. We're gonna pull Ecclesiasticus in our apocrypha. Ecclesiastes 13 and 15. Even the animals understand to stick with their own kind. Like, that's how serious it is that you're supposed to stick with your own people, be with your own, you know what I mean? People that go through the same problems that you go through, the same nation that you go through. Because everybody else know the white man sticks with the white man. Chinese man stick with the Chinese, you know what I mean? All these other nations stick with each other. Instead, but when it comes to us, we want to love everybody. We want to hate each other and love everybody else. You understand? But when it comes to the animals, even animals know to stick with their own kind, man. And that's why we need to learn this. We need to learn to unite and be together. You understand? Celebrate our feast days and come back to the Most High. You understand? So we're gonna get Ecclesiastes chapter 13, verse 15. It's in your apocrypha. Because Ecclesiastes chapter 13, verse 15. Every beast loveth his like. Meaning like all the beasts, all the animals love it they like. They stick with each other. They don't go hang out with other beasts. They hang out with their kind. You understand? It's gonna get more in detail. I don't want to give it away. So because I'm gonna read the next verses, we're gonna get more detail. So we're gonna keep reading. It says, and every man loveth his neighbor. When it says every man loveth his neighbor, it's not talking about, you understand, every man love literally like his neighbor, his next door neighbor, because your next door neighbor might be white. That's not what it's talking about. When it says his neighbor, it's talking about every man love is his people. You understand? Though? And the reason why you'll know it's not talking about neighbors because you'll move with the white people. You'll move in a rich area, like you understand. Even these celebrities, they're moving to a rich area with white people, but the white people is trying to figure out ways to get them out of their neighborhood. They don't want them there. So how is that your neighbor if your neighbor hates you and he don't even want you there? He just want white people there. You understand? He like, how the hell did you afford this? He looking at you like you shouldn't be here. That's how you know it's not talking about we just love like literally our next door neighbor who, you know what I mean, could be white or Indian or whatever. They're saying everybody love his people. You know what I mean? The same people that go through the same problems that you go through. They discriminated just like how you are. For the white man, you know what I mean? You got white privilege just like they got white privilege. Every man loved his neighbor. You understand? And we keep going. It says, verse 16, all flesh consorteth according to kind. Meaning all flesh consorteth according to the kind. Kind will be the same kind of person that you are. Understand? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are all one kind. We all get treated the same. We all go through the same problems. We all deal with the same, you know what I mean, trials, tribulations, etc. Same thing with the white man, with the Chinese man. They all deal the same with each other. We all consort with our own flesh. You understand? The ones that are like us. And a man will cleave to his like. Meaning a man will cleave to his like. So you're looking for the acceptance of a white man, but the white man not looking to accept you because he's going to cleave to his like. He's going to cleave to other white people, man. He's going to look at you as just some, you know what I mean, a property or, you know what I mean, an investment or something like that. Something that he can just benefit off of, but not an equal. You understand? The white man will never look at you as an equal. They'll cleave to their like. You understand? You keep going. Verse 17. Then again, this is where it gets deeper. It says, what fellowship have the wolf with a lamb? Meaning, you understand, you got a lamb and you got a wolf. Are they gonna be chilling together? Like what is a wolf gonna do with a lamb? The wolf gonna eat the lamb, right? And this is where you can look at it in the sense of, they say that Christ said he sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. The lost sheep of the house of Israel is all the black Hispanics and Native Americans. So we the lamb. The wolf is the white man. You understand? What we gonna do with the white man, being a lamb and he a wolf. He just gonna eat us. He just gonna devour us, man. Just like he been doing to this day. You understand? Killing us off, finding ways to come up against us and destroy us. What fellowship does a lamb have with a wolf, man? What are we gonna be dealing with the white man for? Like even animals know. Like, what am I gonna be chilling around with a wolf for if I'm a lamb? He gonna kill me. I'm the prey. He's the predator. You understand? And it goes so the sinner with the godly. Meaning, if you godly, if you're doing the laws of the Most High, you keeping the laws of the Most High, you keeping the commandments. What you got to do with a sinner? Like when you come into the truth, you could try to help your friends, but if they still smoking weed, they still getting high, they still, doing whatever they want to do, trying to plot on somebody, rob, steal, kill, whatever. What are you gonna do hanging out with them? Like what is it gonna benefit you hanging out with your homie that still smoke? It's just gonna make it harder for you to stop. You understand? Then you're gonna be peer pressured into doing it yourself. You understand? That's why we come into this truth. That's why we have these feast days to get around the brothers and show brotherhood so you can be with people of your like. Be people of your kind. You understand? Keep going. It says, verse 18. What agreement is there between the hyena and a dog? Like, what is the hyena and the dog going to come to an agreement with? Like, we trying to seek peace and make a covenant or make a treaty with the white man. Like, okay, well, if we just act like this, then everything going to be good. What agreement do we have with what do we have to offer the white man? You understand? We don't have nothing to offer the white man. Why would he make an agreement with us? Why would he be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna stop killing y'all. Y'all just got to do this. You know what I mean? Like he rich, we poor. You understand? We don't we the lowest of this whole earth. We at the bottom right now. He at the top. What agreement is he gonna come up with us to where it'll benefit him? There's no agreement that we can come up with that'll benefit him. What agreement does a hyena have with a dog? You understand? What is a dog and a hyena gonna talk about and be like, okay, yeah, I'm with that. You understand? They're not gonna have no agreement. And what peace be Salaki? And it says, and what peace between the rich and the poor? Just like I said, like what peace is there gonna be between us and the white man? Like the white man has everything that he wants. He has white privilege. He has this world. What peace is he gonna make with us to where he's gonna be better than what he is now? There is no peace with the white man. Understand? That's why we bring this out, that we only have to seek peace between each other. We have to unify with each other because that's how we're gonna get out of these conditions. You understand? It says right here, even the animals know to be with their own kind. Like all the other nations know, the animals know, we the only ones that on the face of this earth that don't know to be with our people, to love our people. You understand? To treat our people right. We want to hate our people and love everybody else when everybody else don't give a damn about us. You understand? They wouldn't care if you died and rolled over in your grave today. They wouldn't give. They'll be like, job well done. The cop that probably killed you is gonna get off. He's gonna get paid leave, and he's gonna be back on the force in another month when another week or two when everybody forget about it. You understand? That's how the white man operates. We don't got nothing to do with the white man. You understand? We need to separate from the white man. We need to get out of this bring our spirits out of this country, bring our spirit out of this kingdom, and worship our kingdom, man. Worship our God. You understand? Because that's the only way we gonna be better from the situation. You know what I mean? We go through a slavery. You understand? Working 9 to 5, working all this time. You understand? Just to what? Finally, finally maybe get a day to where you can retire at 60 something years old. You understand? Just to sit and die, and then have your children do the same thing. Like that's not life, man. The white man get to do whatever he want, go wherever he want, got the money to buy whatever he want. But yeah, we struggling to make ends meet. You understand? We living paycheck to paycheck, or we barely able to save up enough money. And then when you do got like a good job or a nice job and you making some type of money, they take down there 1/4 of your check a year out of taxes. You understand? Like You might make $1,000, $100,000 a year. They taking $24,000 out of taxes, and then when tax return come, you only get probably like 8,000 back. You understand? That's hell, man. That's that. Like, I'm working so hard. You probably working 80 hours a week just to get that, so they can take out 24,000 and be like, thank you, just to keep you at a low state to where you can never prosper. You understand? That's what the white man does. So you should never seek his peace, man. Never seek wanting to, do for him, because he's never gonna care. He's never gonna care about you. And the white man got it coming for him. You understand? When we come into this truth, when we unite, we come, and worship the Most High, celebrate our holy days. The Most High gonna finally turn His face on us and remember us. You understand? And Christ is gonna come and He's gonna give us salvation. And the white man got his coming. And I'm gonna show you, understand, why we have to separate from the white man, because when the day comes, you don't want to be partakers of what's gonna happen to the white man because you decide to join the white man. Unfortunately, I wouldn't wish death on no black, Hispanic, or Native American, but a lot of us is not gonna realize this. And when the time of the Lord comes, we're gonna be with the white man. We're gonna try to love the white man, try to be joining ourselves to the white man. And unfortunately, we're gonna be taking of the plagues that the white man is gonna go through. It's gonna happen to us too, because we decided to join the white man. We're gonna pull some scriptures on that. We're gonna go to Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 7. It'll be Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 7. And these are the verses that I like personally, because a lot of people try to say that the white man wrote the book and this is the white man book, but when you pull out these verses, it's like, well, why would the white man write this about himself? You understand? That make no sense. You understand? That just shows that somebody didn't read the Bible. They just listened to their Christian pastor that was supposed to tell them the truth, but they working for the white man. You understand? They got the money, so they doing what the white man tell them to do. And so because they doing what the white man tell them to do, they proud for their money. So we go to Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, meaning the white man has a perpetual hatred against you. Anybody want to take a shot at what the word perpetual means? You said what? So like you said, what again? You go ahead. Forever, right. Forever pitch. Y'all about Shimmy, y'all shot back a thousand, just chimed in. All right, no sweat, no sweat. But you already said forever hatred, man. A white man has a perpetual hatred, a hatred that'll never stop. No matter how low you are, no matter how less you have, no matter how much of a threat that you are not. You understand? We're not a threat to the white man. He's still gonna have a perpetual hatred towards you. Like it's some white people that don't, like, they might not physically know the truth. Like, they might not be like, okay, the blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Americans are God chosen people. They might not have that knowledge yet. But for some reason in their spirit, they still gonna hate you because they just know it in their spirit. Like, they might not physically know it, but they know in their spirit, like, it's some reason why I need to hate these people. You understand? No matter who you get, like, it's like in their spirit. That's that perpetual hatred that they have for us, man. Like, we cannot do nothing to the white people at all. But for some reason, they just like we're trying to join them. We're trying to get peace, man. We just want to be treated fair. We're not even necessarily equal. Like, a lot of people say equal, but really it's just like, I don't want to be hunted down. Like, I don't want the cops looking to try to pull me over out of everybody. And you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm just gonna look for the black people. Like, just lay off. That's all we want, right? And the white man say, you know what? F that, man. I have a perpetual hatred towards you. They're gonna keep doing what they're doing. It says, thou hast a perpetual hatred in Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel. You understand? They killing us. Even today, they killing us. Shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Meaning, in the time of our sins, and our sins had an end, you still killing us. You understand? You still trying to find a reason to kill us, regardless of what is, you know what I mean, what we're doing, just because you have a perpetual hatred towards us. You understand? This is the white man for you. Like, how you gonna seek peace with somebody who has a perpetual hatred and always been killing you and always will continue to kill you anytime that they get? You understand? Ongoing, yeah, right. Ongoing, that's correct. Picard, Kevin, Eric, I see online. That's right. You understand? An ongoing hatred. You understand? And this is what they do. You understand? They're never gonna give you peace. They have a perpetual hatred towards you. They will always hate you. There will never be a time where the white man be like, you know what? Like, they don't have a conscience, man. Like, they don't have a conscience to think, okay, maybe I'm being too hard. Okay, maybe I need to let up. It's like they do something vile and disgusting and they happy for it. They're like, yeah, I need to do more. You understand? That's the white man for you. And that's why you shouldn't seek their peace. But we're gonna read the next verse on this. Because you understand, this is remembered. Like, this is not just gonna go away. You know what I mean? Just because. Like, the Most High will remember what they're doing. That's why we need to come to the Most High. We need to serve, this Bible. We need to serve the law, statutes, and commandments. We need to serve the Most High in Christ and be in this truth. So we can go ahead and get vengeance for this. You understand? And we can be saved from this conditions that we're in. You understand? It says, verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Meaning, the white man, you seeking so much bloodshed, you don't understand that once we come into this truth, once we unite as a nation and start to call on the name of the Most High, Christ is gonna come back and shed bloodshed like you've never seen before. And that's why we need to unite, because this is what we need to want. You understand? Like, I'm not sure, but some of us will come out in the world and we'll be for the truth, you know what I mean? But we'll think in our mind, like, because we talk about Christianity to love everybody. So we'll think in our mind, well, I should just love everybody. Like, it's just all about love. Everybody's different. Not all white people are the same. But you don't understand, by saying that, it shows that you hate your people, man. You understand? By saying that, it shows that you actually don't love your people. Because I'm telling you, God, the Most High, judges as a nation. You understand? He don't judge individually. So when it comes to things like this is what's going to happen. You understand? This is written in the Bible of what is right. This is what needs to happen for us to get out of these conditions. You understand? If you try to pick and choose, you understand, you're gonna find yourself picking the wrong person, thinking, okay, well, I thought this white dude was good, but then he's gonna come up against you, and when you least expect it, and now you got destroyed because of it. You understand? Somebody got that phone off of mute. You can put that on mute for me, please. Yeah, no sweat, no sweat. You understand? And so it says, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee into blood, and blood shall pursue thee. You understand? Since ye now have hated blood, even blood shall pursue you. And this is what's going to come to the white man. That's why you don't want to be joined with the white man, because when this blood comes upon the white man, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat Rakatah just chimed in. All right, no sweat, no sweat. Y'all doing Tawab? Y'all there? Y'all Tawab? All right, no sweat. I'm gonna go ahead and mark it down for class. We're doing a topic on uniting. You understand how Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans need to unite. We need to come together and love one another, because the white man would never give us that love. You understand? We had Ezekiel. We're about to go to the next verse, which is Maccabees, 2nd Maccabees in your apocrypha, 2nd Maccabees chapter 7, verse 31. 2nd Maccabees chapter 7, verse 31. Because a lot of times, when we talk, you've been in I.S.U.P.K, you done took enough classes already, or you about to become a trooper or whatnot. So you already know, I.S.U.P.K talk a lot about the white man being the devil. You understand? So a lot of people like to be like, oh, well, why are you talking about the white? Like, last time we was at camp, and I was speaking on brotherhood, and I was speaking, how we need to come together as a people and stop loving the white man. So then I had a black person out there on the camp, in Atlanta. He was like, well, who made the white man? Who created the white man? Didn't God create the white man? This, that, and the third. You're supposed to love everybody. He's created by God. You understand? Like, he trying to preach the love everybody garbage. But my thing is, when have the white man showed you love? You understand? Like, why are we supposed to just think, oh, to love these people when when it tells you in Deuteronomy 28 and 68 that they are enemies, first and foremost. But even so, like not even knowing none of this, when has the white man showed us love? You understand? Like, why are we supposed to love a people that hate us? That's that Christianity, you understand? Like, even when we on camp, they'll try to say this and they'll try to be like, why are you talking about the white man so much? The reason why I'm talking about the white man is because he's the problem to all the things that we go through. You understand? We on drugs, he pushed the drugs in our community. You understand? We torn up as a black family. He the one that got our family to come up against each other. You understand? He the one that you know what I mean, emasculized the man, made the man feminine, especially with the Christian churches, and then he tried to make the woman masculine. You understand? Make the woman not a female no more, not a woman no more, not acting feminine. You understand? So you're trying to switch the roles, and that's what's going to cause problems in your family. You understand? Having a woman that thinking that she the man, and she gonna challenge the man, and then a man being a masculine, being a feminine, a female, and you understand? He's sitting here letting her do what she want to do. You understand? He wouldn't dare say anything back to her because you understand he don't got the strength to do that. He's scared of what's gonna happen. You understand? And that's what's messing up our families. That's what get us that you know what I mean. Get the man put out the house and the children raised up, and it's just a cycle. You understand? We don't have no you know what I mean. Even during slavery, we still understood to love each other. And so we had, you know what I mean, no matter what we was going through a lot of stuff during slavery, we still had a sense of family because we knew that the white man was our enemy. You understand? But nowadays, we don't understand that the white man is our enemy. We want to be joined with the white man. So it's like we serving his plan. We doing exactly what he created when he came up, when he despised against us. You understand? So we're going to go into 2 Maccabees chapter 7, verse 31. It's in the Apocrypha. And it says, and thou that hast been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews shall not escape the hands of the Most High. Right. Escape the hands of Yahweh. It's saying that thou has been, the white man has been the mischief of all Hebrews. This is why we go so much on the white man. Because he is the mischief of all Hebrews. Everything that we doing now, I'm not saying that we didn't go against the Most High, we didn't turn against him. But now, in this time that we're living in, he's the mischief of all, he's the cause of all mischief against us, man. He's the one that's plotting on all the things that he can plot on to go ahead and, you understand, get us to be destroyed people. Get us to be, you know what I mean, not hating one another, you understand, putting drugs in our communities, getting us to hate each other, teaching us that we should love everybody. But really, when you say love everybody, it's really to love him and hate your people. You know what I mean? Putting us in the hood and giving us barely scraps. So then now we killing each other just to survive. You understand that? You know what I mean? That's because we don't know no better. You take away a people nation. You take away a people culture. You take away a people a nation of what they are. You understand? They don't know who they are. How do you expect them to act? Because they don't know who they are. You understand? That's like one of the most evil things that you could ever do is to kill a people. I mean, kill a people, you know what I mean, have them in slavery, and then on topping on that, you take away who they are. You take away their nation. You take away the Bible and you tell them that they is African American. They two continents. You understand? That's one of the most evilest things that you can. Everybody else on this earth know who they are. You understand? They know, okay, the Chinese people know they Chinese, white man know they white man. You know, all these other nations know, and all the other nations know who we are too, if you didn't know. They know who we are. You understand? That's why when they hear us teaching, it's a way that they go about it. You understand? Like recently, well, I seen a post where it said the Hebrew Israelites was on the news. You seen that news one with the MAGA, the Catholic Church or whatever. We was on the news. You understand? But you see who they put on the news? They put on some group. Well, you know what I mean? I don't know what the group was, but they put some crazy group on there. You know what I mean? Talking crazy or whatever, and they try to make it seem like we all categorized as the same. You understand? But what you know what they won't do? They won't interview the ISUPK. They won't put us on there. You understand? Because when they put us on there, then they know they got a problem on their hand. But if you put these other groups on there, then you can go ahead and try to categorize us as one and try to use that to bring us down. Because the white man knows who is his real enemy is. He knows who. Go ahead.
You brought that up because are you talking about when the guy was talking to Travis Park?
Yeah, that one, and then it's another one too. But yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, because he was talking to him, and then he was like, he had a run-in with them. And then, he showed when he was talking to Harrison Park, and after that, they went and started talking to the man, making it look like that man was part of I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
I know they doing that on purpose, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
People gonna think that, all of them one, and that's some evil shit right there. Like, that's some evil stuff going on right there.
Right, exactly. Like,
that's all I had to say.
No, that's exactly correct too, because they did a post on this. They interviewed a Hebrew Israelite, and the white man. I'm gonna be honest with you, like, you know what I mean. Most High blessed that dude that got interviewed, but the white man pressured that man. Right? He put him in a box, and that black dude didn't know what to do. You understand? It was like some Israelite, and he got put in the box by a white man on the news. But they tried to make it seem like it was us, because right before they did that, they had a small little clip, probably like a minute clip, or they had I.S.U.P.K. You know what I mean? Where he said he ran into the I.S.U.P.K. and they had him. And when he was interviewing Captain Shapat killed him. You understand? He killed him. But then they did a whole interview with this other Israelite. You understand? Having him looking stupid, and they trying to separate. They're trying to, you know what I mean, put us together as if we're one to demonize us. But that's why we say in I.S.U.P.K. we are not affiliated with no other Hebrew Israelite group. And we the only ones that say that. No other group says that. You understand? We the only ones that say if it's not from the I.S.U.P.K, it's not from the Most High. It's not the truth. You're not in the truth if you're not in I.S.U.P.K. And we mean that. And no other group can say that, because every other group knows that that's not the truth for them. You understand? But that's why we talk about the white man, because he's the mischief of everything. He finds multiple ways through control media, you understand, through plotting, making plans. I mean, right? We all live in Georgia, or most of us live in Georgia. Like right in the city hall downtown, you know what I mean, downtown Atlanta, in the city hall, that's where they come up with ways to destroy our people. Now they'll find a clever way to say it to where it's like, you know, I mean, there's black people in there too, man. And they'll try to find a clever way to say it, like, how can we they want to gentrify the area. They want to get black people out. But they'll find a way to say, well, how can we raise up the profit in this area? And you know what I mean? They'll use those words, but really what they're saying is, let's get the black people out. You understand? And like that's what they do, man. They come up with the mischiefs of all of us, man. All the Hebrews, they come up with mischief things. They plot against us. You understand? Making America great again, which is the new Ku Klux Klan hat. You understand? Like, the first time I heard Make America Great Again, the first thing that came on my mind was, well, when was America great? Now, if you're black, Hispanic, and American, Native American, America was never great. But if you're a white person, America was great when we was in chains, when we was in slavery, when they can do whatever they want to do, and they didn't even have to worry about going to court. Even though they go to court and they still get off, they didn't even have to worry about going to court. It's like, hey, I can do this. It don't matter. You understand? So that's what I always thought when I seen that. And it's just like, you got some black people who, you know what I mean, loving America, trusting in America, as if it's this country is for them. You know what I mean? Oh, great America, I live in America. They proud. You understand that? That makes no sense of how you're proud in America and the way they treat you and our people. Like, because you're not going to tell me, oh, well, my life is good. No, I know you had a couple incidents where you ran into a white person. They was just like racist to you, pretty much. You understand? But you will look. You so you know what I mean. You want to love a white man so much, you'll look at it as an individual. Oh, it's just him. It's not all white people. You know what I mean? That's what you'll try to shrug it off as. But really, you understand that you look down upon in this nation, man. You're not cared about. White men don't give a damn about you. You understand? We're gonna go into Revelations. We're gonna pull some of this Revelations right now, which will show. We'll talk about, you know, Babylon. Yabashim Yashar Brakatah Shabbat Ya'ala. See you online. We're gonna go into Revelations chapter 18, verse 2. Revelation chapter 18, verse 2. We're going to pull this. That this is telling you how we got to come out of America, man. We got to come out of this kingdom. And it's not saying, oh, physically move and leave, you know what I mean, try to go move to another country, but it's bringing your spirit out of this place, man. Not being joined into the things that they do, the festivities that they complete, that they you know what I mean, indulge in. Not doing that. That's what it's saying when it says, come out of her, my people. We're going to start at Revelation 18, chapter 18, verse 2. It says, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, is fallen. You understand? Babylon is America. You know what I mean? America is spiritually Babylon and Egypt. And it's saying Babylon, America is fallen, and it becomes the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Meaning, this is America for you, man. It's the habitation of devils. You understand? Every habitation of devils and the hold of every foul spirit, man. Like America is so wicked, it holds every foul spirit. And this is why you have to pull your spirit out of America. Because it is the habitation of devils, man. It ain't nothing but wickedness going on in America. You understand? Nothing great is going on in America. Nothing good about America. They make America seem like it's the greatest kingdom, it's the greatest place, and it's the greatest country, but it's the habitation of devils, man. It's nothing but wickedness going on here in America, and it's just disgusting, man. It's filthy, and that's why we have to come out of this place. Because when you being part of this place, then you're gonna be susceptible to these devils, to these foul spirits. You're gonna have them on you, and you're gonna be doing it. And you're gonna try to find a way to where you think that you're right, but really you're wrong. You understand? I'm gonna jump down to verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people. You understand? Come out, bringing your spirit out of America. It's not talking about some other groups will try to use this as you gotta move. You need to, you know what I mean, move or go to another country to live. No, it's just saying bring your spirit out of America. You understand? It says that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. Just like I said, like this is why we have to separate from the white man, because the day of the Lord, the day of the Most High come back, the day Christ come back, if you partake of her sins, you think you join into America, you will receive the plagues that the white man received. You understand? That's why we need to unify so we don't receive these plagues. We already plagued now, man. We already got curses on us. You understand? You don't think that's enough? You understand? That's why we need to try to overturn these curses coming back to the Most High. So these curses can go on our enemies. You understand? But if you a partaker of America, you doing what America wants you to do, you serve in this country, you understand? You're going to be partaker of our sins. And when she gets destroyed, when America gets destroyed, you're going to get destroyed. You understand? Unfortunately, you understand? But that's what's going to happen if you don't pull your spirit up out of this place, man. You don't change your life. Because, you understand, nothing good is going to come from this. You can't think that because, you know what I mean, you're doing whatever you want to do, you live in the sins, you're doing the sins, and you loving the white man, that something good going to come out of it. You understand? You're not going to live with your riches. Even if all these rich people thinking that they made it because they're rich, you're not going to live with your riches. But you will be destroyed once America is destroyed because you partook in her sins. It says that ye not be partakers of her sins and that ye not receive of her plagues, man. And I'm going to show you, we're going to pull a couple of verses of the plagues that's going to come on America. That we're going to get some verses on these white men, these plagues that you don't want to be a part of, man. Because it's in the Bible, man. Thermonuclear warfare is in the Bible. We're going to pull that scripture too for the end of class. But you understand, you don't want to receive these plagues. That's something that me personally, I know I don't want to receive these plagues. I'd rather have the kingdom, to have everlasting life, and always be in rulership, rather than, you know what I mean, living it up, living my best life, as they say, for this certain time period. And then after it's over, it's really over. You understand? Like it ain't no nothing after that. It's really it's done with. You understand that? Like even people when I really hear people say I'm living my best life, you know what I mean? They be working like a 9 to 5, making, you know what I mean, $10 an hour. I'm not saying nothing wrong with that because that's what we all got. That's all we can really do because you know what I mean, we so oppressed. But is that your best life? That's where it comes. That's where the problem lies. Like, you understand? It's we working in slavery. just so we can provide, which we're supposed to do. But is that our best life? Is this the best that we can do? If that's the best that we can do, I don't want no parts of it, man. I don't want no parts of that. Because obviously the white man, you got some white man sitting on their ass making your whole annual salary times 20 in an hour, just sitting on their ass. But this is our best life. Understand? That makes no sense, man. But we're going to go to Isaiah. This is one of my favorite chapters. My favorite verses. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. This is one of my favorite chapters. I'm going to ask a question on this too. But it's Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. This is one of my favorites. If I ever feel any type of way, this is one of the ones that I'll be reading. It goes, Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers. That's self-explanatory, man. All these white people out here saying, it wasn't me. My forefathers had slaves, but not me. But you still benefiting off of what they had, man. And you're not looking at any type of way to give it back. You're not looking any type of way to reimburse us. You living off of what they did. You understand? It says, prepare slaughter for the children, for the iniquities of thy fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with the cities. Anyone's want to try to take a shot at what it means to that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Go ahead. So like you said, you cutting in and out. I can't hear you.
So, Salaki, can you hear me now, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
Take control of the word, the earth don't work.
Right, and you're right. And now this is the second part of the question. How are they not going to rise? How will they not be able to take control of the cities and rise and control the world again? Now, it's in the same verse. Go ahead.
They won't rise again. They will never have a chance to rise again.
Right, yeah, but why wouldn't they have a chance? You're right, but why wouldn't they have a chance to rise again? If anybody want to answer it online, I'm watching online too. All right, you right with that, Eric. You right with that, exactly. You want to take another shot though, real quick, Keeping? You right with that. I'm sorry, you breaking up. Try one more time.
Oh yeah. Right now, what is it? Is it most him down? Like put him in their place when he return? When he gonna bring him to their place?
You're right, but it's in the verse. Look in the verse. Make it easier for yourself. Like, if you ever breaking down a scripture or a verse, you always want to stay with the verse that you're talking. You can go a little bit up and a little bit below it. But always stay in the verse that you're talking about because the verse explains it for yourself. Like it explains itself.
Oh, it's a lie.
Go ahead. All right, no swear. I think he cut out. He said working out of slavery. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it. But it say prepare. Oh, go ahead.
Is it prepared because they slaughter them?
Right.
They're all gonna be wiped out.
Right. Exactly. That's exactly correct. You understand? Like I said, it's in the verse. It say prepare slaughter, meaning the white man is gonna be killed off this face of the earth. You understand? Like if you leave the white man, like he's gonna serve his time. He's gonna go into captivity. But after he's done serving his time, he's gonna be killed off, man. The white man is gonna be the nation that's gonna be wiped off the face of this earth. So why would you want to join yourself with a people who's gonna get wiped off the face of the earth? You understand? Because if you leave the white man, you understand, and you let him, have his time on here, eventually he's gonna plot a way to try to rise again. That's his nature. He's going to try to figure out a way to rise again. So how do you stop him from rising? You wipe him off the face of the earth. You understand? That's why I say prepare slaughter for them, man. You understand? It's not just prepare slaughter, we're gonna kill them and that's it. No, they gonna get killed, they're gonna serve their time and then they're gonna get killed off. You understand? I'm paraphrasing. It say, remember when we came out of Egypt, Amalek came behind, some of the weaker ones out of Egypt and he was smiting them from the back. You understand? And it said, for that, the Most High will blot out the remembrance under heaven of the name of Amalek. You understand? Like the Most High said, He will blot out the remembrance of them. Meaning that you won't even remember that they exist no more. Man, they're going to come some type of historical thing in a museum. You understand? That's how we're going to have to remember them, by putting like a historical white man up in a museum. And you know what I mean? You got your children, you're talking to your children, you're like, look at this white man. You once ruled the earth. You know what I mean? Your children going to look at you with the wide eye like, what? Him? You understand? Like, people not even going to remember the white man, man. He's going to be wiped off the face of the earth for the things that he did. What he's doing to us will not go unpunished, man. It's not overlooked. He will get killed, you understand? And it will be a slaughtering like you've never seen before. That's why I said prepare slaughter for the children of the iniquity, for the iniquities of their fathers. They will never rise again. When Christ come back, they will never get a chance to rise again, to revolt again, none of that. Because they will be wiped off the face of the earth. Why would you want to be joined to a people that's going to be wiped off the face of the earth? You understand? That's something that you should not want to do. You understand? That's something you really shouldn't. Really, it shows you that you shouldn't go against your God. It's your God that's doing this. So you shouldn't go against your God that's this powerful. You understand? That's really what you should get out of it. But also, it's like, why would you want to join a white man when he's going to be prepared for slaughter? You understand? We're going to get some more verses on this, which is one of the plagues that will come. One of the plagues that will come to this world. You understand? This is a plague that will come. Like I said, we read back in the last verse. What was it? Revelations 18:5, 18:4. That to come out of her to not receive other plagues. So we're gonna get one of the plagues that you will receive. You understand? If you loving a white man, you try to join yourself to this nation. This is what's gonna come, and this is one of my other favorite ones, which it shows thermonuclear warfare. You understand? That is in the Bible. If you haven't noticed, you're about to get it right now. It's Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague whereof the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Meaning, just like how we read in Revelation, it said, come out of her and be not partakers of the sin, so you receive not of her plagues. You can precept it with this one right here, because this is one of the plagues that will come upon this nation. You understand? And it says, this is how the Lord will smite all the people. He said, prepare slaughter. This is how the people are going to be slaughtered. This is the way that the people are going to be slaughtered. The Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem and fought against the Jews. It says, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. Now think about, I don't know, I think it was one of them Terminator movies where the lady was on the fence, she was holding the fence, and then like they had the whole apocalypse thing going, and she literally burned up on the fence like that, you know what I mean? That's thermonuclear warfare, saying you standing right, and your flesh is consumed away while you stand upon your feet. While you standing, your flesh is just consumed away. You understand? What's going to make your flesh just consume away while you stand? A nuclear bomb, right? That's the only thing that's going to be able to make you just, your flesh just go away, just burned up in ashes. Like you really turn into a pile of dust. This is ashes. You understand? It goes on, it says, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes. Meaning your eyes is burnt up in your socket, your eye socket. Instead, what's going to happen? What can happen to make your eyes burned up and burned away in your eye socket? That's thermonuclear warfare, man. That's the only thing that'll be able to make your eyes burn up in your eye socket. It goes on. It says, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth, meaning your tongue is burned up in your mouth. Your eyes is burned up, your tongue is burned up, and your flesh is burned up. Yes, that this is the nuclear warfare, and we see it so many times. Like you turn on the news, you know what I mean? You pretty much got a gist of what's about to happen, what's like on the horizon. You know, all these countries is against each other. They talk about Syria, Russia, All these countries, Iran with the nuclear bomb. Donald Trump just raised just lift one of the bans on making nuclear warheads or something like that. So you know what I mean? It's really in our face. You understand? Like you don't even have to be in the truth to realize that. You know what I mean? Like even before I came to the truth, I was always scared of a World War III because I'm like, okay, well the last war they did nuclear bombs. This war, everybody getting their artillery up. So it only makes sense, common sense that well, nuclear. That's one of the main things to worry about: nuclear bombing, nuclear warfare. You understand? And it's showing you right here in the Bible that there's a reason of why you thought that way, because it is actually true. It's a reason why these countries is moving how they moving, because it is actually true and it will happen. You understand? Nuclear warfare will happen. It's right here in Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. I'll read it again. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. This is going to be used to smite all the people that fought against the Israelites, man, the blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Americans. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. Their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. You understand? That's thermonuclear warfare for you. You never thought that was in the Bible. A lot of this stuff that you know what I mean, watching movies, like because the white man knows, you know what I mean, he knows a little bit. So he reads the Bible, and from him reading the Bible, he will try to make a movie out of it. And, you know what I mean? Make it seem like it's unrealistic or something like that. You understand? Like, but they got it from the Bible. Like this is something that's from the Bible. You understand? Like even what the UFOs, the unidentified objects, the aliens that they come out of alien movies, they got that from the Bible, man, because it's UFOs in the Bible. There's spaceship, what the white man calls a spaceship. There's scriptures on it in the Bible. I might do a class on it. I'll try to figure out a way to make it long, but understand like UFOs is in the Bible. And this is where the white man gets it from, and he makes a movie out of it to try to propaganda the way you look at it. So then when you think that Christ is coming back, when Christ come back in his spaceship, you understand, with the white man calls a spaceship, which is really the chariots of the Lord. That's the proper name for it, the chariots of the Lord. But when he comes back in this, you know what I mean, what the white man calls a spaceship, you're gonna think it's aliens, and what's that gonna make you do when you think it's aliens? It's gonna make you fight against them, right? So that's what he's trying to put in people's minds to be able to be ready to fight against anything that comes from the sky. We know that that's going to be the Most High. That's going to be Christ cracking that sky coming through. You understand? So the white man knows this stuff, like even thermonuclear warfare. And the white man knows this, but he's such a wicked devil. He's such a wicked, you understand, like just thirst for hunger for power. He don't understand to stop it. He's just gonna make it happen. You understand? That's the white man for you. About to bring out one more verse again to 9 o'clock. We're about to end this class. We'll bring out one more verse, which is Psalms chapter 82, verse 69. Go to Psalms chapter 82, verse 69. While I'm pulling this, anybody got any questions online or, in the class right now on the topic that we're going over? Any questions or anything that we read today? Anybody? Any questions, period? Anybody got a question, period, or something that they might have read or seen? All right, no questions, no sweat. All right, we're going to get this last verse and we're going to wrap up this class. We're going to go ahead and send the prayers up and get out of here. It's Psalms chapter 82, verse 6. What is it? 82, verse 6. Hold on, that's actually, let me see, hold on. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Psalms chapter 82, verse 6, it says, I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. Anybody knows what it means when it says that we are gods? Because a lot of people like to think that this is literally what it's talking about, which is, you are God. You understand? But that's not what this word means. Anybody know what the word God means? The water for that, Kevin. You understand? I'm trying to make sure everybody understand what's going on and everything like that. So the water for that. If you got any questions or anything like that, though, just put them in the comments section. I'll go ahead and get it off, and I'll answer it for you. Anybody want to take a shot though of what it means by ye are gods and all of you are the children of the Most High? The class is about over, man. You about to be able to, go to sleep or have some family time. So don't be scared to try to answer the question. What does it mean by ye are gods and all of you are the children of the Most High? Go ahead.
That means you control your own destiny by following the commandments, and if you don't, you're taking a punishment.
That's true, but that's not what this is talking about right here. Try to look at the ye are gods point. That's really what I want to realize. Like, what does it mean by ye are gods?
Lock it.
Go ahead.
Does it mean that Israel is over all the nations, supposed to be over all the other nations?
That's correct, but what's the word that I'm looking for? What the meaning, the translate? That is correct. Like, you really on point. Like, that's pretty much it. But it's a one certain word that I'm looking for that really is like the word for God. Like, if you over all nations, then what do you have? Go ahead.
Power.
Right. That's what the word God means. Power. You are the power, man. It's not saying that you a God, you can't die, and you invincible, and all that garbage. That's not what that's saying. You understand? It's like Salaki. It's saying, as I have said, ye are gods, meaning you are the power, man. We're the ones over this earth. You understand? We follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Like Dante said, we gonna be the rulers of this earth. Yabba Shimon Shah Brakatah, we just chimed in. All right, no sweat. All right, no sweat. We about to we are pretty much the last verse, and we're gonna go ahead and close the class out. But yeah, like I said, ye are gods, man. We are the rulers of this earth, man. We're supposed to be the power over this earth. So why would we join in with the white man who rules earth now when we the ones that should be ruling it? You understand? You don't want to join with the white man and partake of his sins and then receive the plagues. When you can follow the Most High, you can follow this truth. You can put in work for this truth, and not only are you following it, but you helping other people to wake them up. You understand? Once you become an officer, you become a trooper, become an officer, you pass your test, become an officer, then you can now teach and help other people wake up. You understand? That's what you should be wanting to do, to help your people, to build up your nation. Instead, so now you can rule and be the power as the Most High as the Most High made us to be over all the earth. You understand? Instead of us trying to go to the white man for food and this, that, and the third, the white man is coming to us. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna look at one. I'm gonna pull one more verse after this too. I like that verse too. But instead of, wanting the white man, wanting to cleave to the white man and be with the white man, why don't you serve your God, man, and you could be the rulers of this earth, man. You could be the power over this earth, as it says. Have I said, ye are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High. You understand? But this is what happens when we want to join in with the white man. This is what happens when we want to, partake in this nation and be put a covering of the put a covering of the white man in America over us rather than covering ourselves with the Most High, with the God that created everything. You understand? It says in verse 7, but ye shall die like men. You understand? We shall die like men because we want to follow all these other nations. You understand? We want to do what the other people do. You understand? They go out, they have a fun party time. They, taking all the drugs and, you understand, sleeping with whatever and, doing whatever they want to do. When we want to do that, we're going to die just like how they died. We're not going to live. We're going to die just like how they died. Instead, if you haven't noticed, we are like the number one people in a lot of these things that have like cancer. We like number one in cancer because the white man smokes cigarettes. He don't get cancer for some reason. You know why? Because he didn't have the commandment to not smoke. So that's why he don't get it like that. But when we smoke, we get cancer, man, because the Most High is cursing you. He's punishing you for doing that vile thing against him. You understand? When being homosexual, the white man have been homosexual all his life and never could contract AIDS. As soon as we, as soon as one of us want to be homosexual, now you got AIDS. You understand? Even women, women want to sleep with anybody, just want to sleep with whoever they want to sleep with. Now, especially in Atlanta, like we in Atlanta, a lot of us is in Atlanta. I heard this post where it said like what 70% of women got AIDS. You know how ridiculously high that is? Like that's crazy. I'm sorry, but that's crazy. Like 70% of women, like damn. You understand? Like that's how serious it is, and that's how we got to stop doing these things because really it's just a curse on the Most High to kill us, to punish us for doing what we're doing. You understand? It's like the Most High don't want to kill us. You understand? It's a verse on this. I forgot the verse, but the Most High don't want to kill us. You understand? He would love to. He would love to. You know what I mean? Have us have life, let us live. But for some reason, we want to do what we want to do. And because we do what we want to do, we suffer the consequences. And we suffer them heavier than any other nation will ever suffer these consequences. We the number one in abortion rates. I think total, like, I don't even know total. I forget the number total. Business standpoint, yeah, I said that before, Kevin. On business standpoint, you can do business with the white man. You understand? Like, we living in his kingdom, so when it comes to business, you can do business with the white man. I seen that question. You can do business with the white man, but you ain't gotta, you understand, do everything you can for the white man. Like, if it comes to where you know what I mean, you gotta go to office, get a loan, or you know what I mean, talk business to where you benefiting yourself, you get money, you know what I mean, you doing what you got. You can do business with the white man. Even when we get our kingdom, they gonna have to do business with us. Instead, when we ruling, we over, they gonna have to do business with us. They gonna have to come to us to get permits to do certain things. You understand? So you can do business with the white man. It's just you shouldn't give your soul to him, like pretty much. You know what I mean? Breaking your back and killing yourself just so he can benefit from it. That's what it means to take your spirit. That's not the meaning like don't interact with the white man. Don't the white man. You know what I mean? That's not what it's saying because you got to do business with him. You understand? Unfortunately, we have to do business with him. So you can do business with him, but it's not to give your soul and everything to him. You understand? But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pull this one last verse. It said, "We are gods, man, but if we follow the white man, we're gonna die like men." You understand? But I'm gonna pull this one last verse. Give me 1 second. This is what I remember. Now I don't remember. I don't remember for now, but it's about to be now. So with that, you know what I mean. Y'all about you, y'all shout to the men. Y'all Shamar Dabashim to the woman. I'm gonna go ahead and end the live class, and we're gonna go ahead.